me. All right, y'all. We are back again. We're back again. We're back again.
Hey now, the team is back. Did you miss me?
Oh man,
I know y'all miss me.
Yeah.
Maybe him,
yeah. We
y'all
missed you,
miss
baby.
me.
We all missed you, baby. You already know that.
Mm-hmm.
You already know that, baby. You know that for a fact.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back,
Good
man.
to be missed.
Yeah. Hold on, I can better hear you, baby. Hold on.
It's probably me.
Okay, you should be okay now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right.
So now, yes, ma'am, we can hear you. So, well, we're back, y'all, from a bit of a hiatus, through faults of my own as usual. But anyway, we're welcome back to Melanated Thought, and where we talk about things that affect the black community. I am Reggie O.
And I am Mimi the lady.
And what a lovely lady she is.
Wow.
Hey.
Okay, that's me.
Yeah, buddy.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We got a doozy of a show to talk about today.
Absolutely.
We have a monster of a show to talk about today. The title is
heavy hitter.
It's a very heavy hitter. That's why you named it this. I didn't name it. You did.
Heavy hitter.
So it's a heavy hitter. So we call it the elephant in the room, because there is the elephant in the proverbial room. So. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, we are going to get into this Kyle Rittenhouse debacle of a case, and we're going to pick it apart, and we're going to give our opinions on on this whole situation, and talk about how it affects us as melanated black people, foundational black Americans here in the United States. So, man, I guess I can start out, baby. How was your week?
My week was good, but let's just talk about the last couple of months that we haven't been here. So much has gone on.
Oh man, you ain't lying.
It's just been this world. The older I get, nice. I wouldn't think that things would catch me off guard, but I'm gonna say about the last 4 to 5 months,
Right.
Since January 6th to be exact.
Oh yeah.
If God say the same, January 31st, 2022, I'll be 50 years old.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes,
and when
indeed.
I tell you that I used to think that things would be better for me than it was for my parents, for my grandparents, and for my great-grandparents, because I was honored enough to know my great-grandparents.
Well, let's go ahead and say this right here for you turning 50.
Oh, thank you. But I just thought, it just seemed like, don't get me wrong, I know things have gotten better, but it's like my grandparents and my mom my parents per se, they had proverbial chains on them.
Right.
It's like we still have chains that are just kind of like invisible.
Yeah.
But we're still being held down for unnecessary circumstances, which is unfathomable to me.
Which is the reason why we have shows like this.
Exactly. And that's why I thought it was going to get better. It is, like I said, some things has gotten better, but the things that your mankind, your mentality, your empathy, I don't feel it or see it at all.
You know what? And I agree with you 100%, because Dr. John Henrik Clarke, the master teacher, he said this on several occasions. We have lost our humanness, and we really have.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all across the board. It's not just us as melanated people, but it's all across the boards. We have lost our human beingness, and that's pretty much what he was saying. Is that everything that we've done and everything that we have accomplished over the centuries has gone for naught because we have not accomplished anything other than those things. Now, we can talk about those things all day long because we've accomplished some very, very, very great things.
Absolutely.
But we need to go further than that.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem. We become complacent in one spot.
That's what it is, complacent?
That's what I think it is. That's just what I think it is. I mean, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I don't. That's
a good word. That's a good word.
Right. I mean, if I'm wrong, then it is what it is. But yeah, man, it
seems like people have become so decentralized that instead of seeing good, people harp on and praise wickedness.
Yes.
Bad.
Right.
Unfathomable acts.
Yeah.
Totally to the bone, call out, Lord, have mercy.
Yes, indeed.
How many times have I said, Lord, have mercy?
Several times that I know of.
Shaking your head.
Oh man, that's all you can do in certain situations, because it's that level, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's really sad.
I agree.
Really sad.
But to expound but to not to change the subject, but just to let everybody know that we have sponsors now. Well, a sponsor anyway.
Okay.
A sponsor is where we get our shirts and stuff made from. It's called Parkway Graphics. Those guys, and she can attest to this, those guys do some really, really, really good work.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yes, indeed. They have, man, and they got some good stuff out there. So definitely. Everybody out there, man, if you're looking for some good graphic tees, or you're looking for some custom jobs, because they do custom jobs as well. So check those guys out. Parkway Graphics. Their website is coming up. It's not up yet, but their website is definitely coming.
Okay.
So y'all check that out. It's going to be parkwritegfx.com. They have a phone number. They have an email address, the whole nine. So give those guys a buzz if you have anything. If you just want to get some graphic tees, or if you want to get some custom tees made. And from what I understand, the guys are going to start expanding and start doing banners and signs and stuff like that. So, nice. Which is a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But anyway, that's our sponsor, Parkway Graphics. Give them a holler. You won't be disappointed. Trust me, we have lots of satisfied customers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, indeed. But anyway,
you asked me about my week. How has your week been?
You know what?
How was your week?
It's just been a week, man. I mean, up and down, sideways. Just been a week. As computer geeks, we have good weeks, we have bad weeks, just like anybody else. People don't know that, but it's true. So that's about it, babe.
Some days you're busy, some days you're just sitting there doodling. Inside joke, y'all. Inside joke.
Well, people that know me, and most of the people on this podcast do, they know who I am. So, they already know. They already know.
I ask them all the time, are you all right? Are you okay?
Yeah, she does. She asks me all the time, y'all. But, and I'm fine.
Doodles.
And I'm fine. I just do stuff, man. It just depends. Whatever pops in this imagination of mine, man, it's going to get put on paper. So, no matter what it is, case in point, the vulture eye that I did, I was thinking about Edgar Allan Poe when I drew that one. So,
speaking of, we went to Vincent Van Gogh show.
Oh man, yeah, that was amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. If anybody's into art and art history, check that exhibit out if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You will not be disappointed.
It's here until January.
Yeah, it's just the January 3rd to be exact. Yeah, they said they're going to show until the January 3rd. And they're going to have another one coming up too. So if you ever go to the website and check it out, I think the Lighthouse is presenting it, correct? Yeah, the Lighthouse Gallery is presenting it in Dallas. So check that out. Go to the website, and the Vincent Van Gogh exhibit is going to go to, like I said, January 3rd. So
Well, they have a bidding, not a bidding, but
They have a not necessarily a contest, but you know they
you can vote to show
to see who you want to see next.
You can vote on
and one of them is one of my favorite artists, is Salvador Dali, and I'll definitely put my vote in for him.
But they say right now Monet is
Monet is a number one, which I like Monet's work, but you know, I'd rather have Salvador Dali.
But I would definitely recommend it. It's my first time ever going to something like that. When I tell you I was in awe the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It was peaceful. It was beautiful. And then when you leave out the gallery, they have these placards on the wall to explain his winter, summer, fall, spring.
Right. Mm-hmm. The seasons that he was going through.
And then it's just to read it, to read his story, and to see his work. Beautiful. That's all I can say. It's something you must see.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He's definitely one.
We got some posters.
Oh yeah, we definitely got some posters, man. Yeah.
Puzzle. Hopefully we can put the puzzle together.
Oh yeah, I got the puzzle too.
Put
So
up in our home as showpieces, so when people come, we can tell the story.
Exactly. We enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
I did too.
Well, I enjoyed the company anyway because hey,
Yeah.
But
I did too.
that's another subject. We'll get into that later on. But.
All right.
But anyway, that's about it, man. I mean, we've
just been taking one day at a time.
Exactly. We just been maintaining, man. So that's about it. That's it. That is it in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. So we're good there.
That's all you can
okay. Well, here comes my favorite part of the show. The books everybody must read at least once in a lifetime. Okay, I got a new splash screen up, and I like this little splash screen, man, because it depicts Malcolm X reading to his baby daughters. Mm-hmm. That is a beautiful thing right there. Aww. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Good job, CP.
Thank you. And we have 3 books today. Mm-hmm. One of which I am currently reading as we speak is called The Devil You Know, a Black Power Manifesto by Charles M. Blow. Mm-hmm. If you haven't picked up this book, I suggest you do, because basically he talks about how the Great Migration that black people did during right after the First World War was kind of detrimental to us in the matter of speaking. And if you think about that for a second, black people were leaving racism in the South, and the only thing they did was meet more racism in the North. Mm-hmm. So basically what he was saying was we should have stayed where we were. That way we could have manifested more power politically in the South than we would have in the North and going west. And to be completely honest with you, for me reading this, I agree with him to a point.
Really?
Yes, because you think about this. Back then, most of the cities in the South, most of them were ran by black people.
True.
Until they got ran out by the Klan.
True. Mm-hmm. They were thriving.
Yeah, exactly. They were thriving in the whole line. Mm-hmm. So they would have had more political power if they had stayed. If most of us had stayed in the South, which obviously we did.
Yeah. Well, you see people riding on horses with sheets on.
Yeah. That kind of puts you in a whole different.
You get out of Dodge.
Exactly. Yeah, because you get scared, But that was the whole point.
Yeah.
But anyway, The Devil You Know by Charles M. Blow. That's a very good read. It really is. So people need to check that out. And this one right here, that's coming up, is another one that was. That kind of pertains to the subject we have today, white fragility. Why it's so hard for white people to talk about racism. Written by Robin DiAngelo with a foreword by Michael Eric Dyson. Now,
one of my favorites.
Let me say something about Michael Eric Dyson. Now, I don't agree with some of his political stuff.
Me neither.
I really don't.
But he's a favorite.
But the brother is intelligent. I give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to knock him, a bad mouth him, anything like that. But like I said, the brother's intelligent. So.
I don't agree when he said Beyonce is the top entertainer in the world.
I agree with you on that one, man. Come on, man.
But everything, some of the things he said,
the brother's intelligent.
Even though he does the rhyming and everything like that, he makes you think.
Yes, he does. He does, and that's a good thing. But like I said, some of his political views I don't agree with, but that's okay. I don't have to agree with everybody. Everything everybody says. Show. Right, exactly. So, but anyway, white fragility, it pretty much talks about how. It's difficult for white people to talk about this thing that they invented called racism.
Right.
All right. Now, I can give you a short answer to that. They don't want to talk about it because they're feeling guilty about it. That's a short answer.
That's a good answer.
And that's a very good answer as well. And I thank you for that, a compliment. But yeah, definitely read this book because it pertains to the subject of today. So check it out, y'all. Check it out. Last but not least, this is one that I've talked about before on the show. The New Jim Crow. Mass Incarceration and the Age of Color Blindness by Michelle Alexander. Good book, y'all. If you have not picked this book up, please pick it up.
A oldie but a goodie.
Yes, it is. It's a good one. It's a really, really, really good one. So y'all check that book out. And now I got something else new that I created. Okay. Check this out. It's called The Current Events. But yeah, the splash screen should be coming. There's kind of a delay there.
He been working a little bit, y'all. He been keeping busy.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we got for current events? I know we got a shitload of them. Where you want to start?
I don't even. Everything is gonna be about Kyle.
Okay.
I ain't even say his last name. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all know who we're talking about, then y'all need to get out from under the rock and put that crack pipe down and you know, turn on the television and start looking at porn.
Oh Lord, not porn.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you don't know who we're talking about, then you know something wrong with you. But anyway, yeah. What we got, babe?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yep.
I really don't even know where to start. At the time of this incident, he was 17 years old, from Antioch, Illinois.
Yep.
This all came about. Do you remember on around August 25th, 2020?
Right.
Jacob Blake was shot by a white police officer in the back.
Yep.
So normally when we have those kind of incidents, we have peaceful, sometimes demonstrations and protests.
You're right. You're absolutely correct.
So Mr. Kyle took it upon himself to go to Kenosha. Did y'all hear me say he was from Antioch?
He went across state lines, people.
State line. To Kenosha. State line. And he, I guess, called himself a modern day vigilante. He said he was looking at the news and he saw how all the protesters were damaging businesses. Right. And one in particular was car dealership. So he took it upon himself to arm himself with a semi-automatic AR-15 style rifle. Again, I told you he was 17. So he probably didn't have not a car nor a license. So his mama drove him down there. Right. And his mama was the one who bought the gun for him. So once he gets there, he goes walking along the streets like he just this big badass, excuse my French, but hey.
Hey, it is what it is.
And, you know, he ran up against a couple other gentlemen. They asked him who he was. First of all, he lied and said he was a certified EMT, which was fake news.
Yeah, that was a lie. No, let's call it what it is. Call it a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. And he just proceeded to walk up and down the streets looking like a 13-year-old kid.
Right.
Gun almost bigger than he is.
Yep.
And just, again, my words, my thoughts, white privilege.
That's pretty much what it was.
White privilege. And he just felt like his life was getting threatened by some other gentlemen. So he decided to, quote unquote, protect himself and start shooting at people. But let me go back a step or two. The whole time he was walking the streets, he was throwing up the
white power hand sign.
White power.
Which looks like the OK sign, y'all, but trust me, that's what that means. That means white power.
Proud Boys also.
They also do it. Yeah, the Proud Boys do it. But the Proud Boys are a white supremacist group anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's just start there. Okay, if you're down there to protect a car dealership, why are you throwing up those type of signs? Okay. Why did you have to lie and tell people you was a certified EMT? You know people going to be questioning you because you look like a young punk kid.
That's pretty much what he was.
After that, he commenced to get into it with other people.
Yep.
He shot 5 people, injured 3, killed 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the case that was seen all around the world.
Yep.
That came out to be an utter, my words, my thought, shit show.
That's pretty much what it is.
from the acting, from the fake tears.
Oh my God,
Sitting up
man!
in court looking like he was half high, and then when the verdict came down, like he was about to pass out. So we're gonna discuss everything in between it, but that was just a little synopsis of what we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah, and that all those current events, they pretty much segue into the subject of today. Yeah. So, and for those of you who was hoping we would do the video, we'll do the video next time, y'all. Yeah, because to be honest with you, neither one of us look video ready.
Oh no.
I'm just being honest.
Maybe next week. Maybe next week, but not today. We went out. We've been going out on date nights for the last couple. We went on 2 date nights this week, and plus working. So, yeah. Yeah. We need to relax a little bit, y'all. So give us some credit. So maybe next week.
Don't crucify us too much.
Yeah, maybe next week. Cause see, I have some time off this week, and then plus it's Thanksgiving, so I'll be nice and well and rested. So yeah, maybe next week.
Yeah.
But back to the subject, the elephant in the room. By now, I hope you guys know what the elephant is.
Oh yeah, they know what it is by now.
And Sweet Pea and I had this conversation today. What do you think the elephant in the room is? Is it race? Is it privilege? Is it bullshit? What do you think it is? So I'm gonna ask you, Sweet Pea, what do you think the elephant in the room is?
I think it's all those things. Yeah. To be honest with you, I mean that's just what it is.
You mostly said racism. I mostly said white privilege. I'm
it's
just
both.
Looking from my standpoint.
It's both.
It is a combination of both because, like you plainly said so many times before, what was your famous saying? If he was black, he wouldn't be able to do what?
If he was a black, now you know good and well. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you like I told my fiance sitting across from me right about now. This is what I told her. These are my exact words verbatim. I said if Kyle Rittenhouse was Javante Jenkins and he was walking down the street with an AR-15 and his dreadlocks hanging, they would have filled him so full of holes that he would have whistled when he fell.
Amen.
Am I lying?
No, sir. Right on the money.
So my question is, why wasn't he detained when he was walking down the street towards the police, mind you, with a load of AR-15, and nothing happened to him?
Nothing. Not a thing. That's what bothers me. I seen a video. He walked up to a police officer sitting in the big tank.
Right.
And they were just talking to him. They never asked him what was he doing there, what was his purpose.
Right.
But then I also saw a video of Mr. Blake family.
Right.
And they saying that he had that big old gun strapped to his chest.
Right.
And you're not supposed to have firearm like that across from a school.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be arrested.
Right.
Other people were arrested. This young boy, everybody keeps saying he's a man. You're not a man till you're 18. At the time this young boy went down here to Kenosha, he was 17.
Right.
So why was this boy not arrested?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
The police officer giving him water.
Right.
These other gentlemen had rocks, and the police detained them. This boy had a rifle, a high-powered rifle.
Fully loaded.
They offered him water. Never asked him to stop, never asked him for ID, gave him some water and let him go about his merry way. And then here we are later with 5 people injured, 2 men dead, and he's going home to sleep in his own bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going home. He's going to sleep good tonight. It was someone that I know from back in the day named Patrick Johnson. Pat, I hope you're listening, brother. Basically, Pat said that he's going to sleep good tonight. And I said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Pat said he wasn't going to sleep good tonight. And I said, no, he's going to sleep perfect tonight because he got off with murder. He's good. Nothing's going to haunt him. He didn't feel bad about killing those people in the first damn place.
Not at all.
He felt no remorse for them. He doesn't feel any remorse for them now, which is why he was crying. He was trying his best to squeeze a tear or two out of his eyeball. Didn't happen. I mean, he was really trying to. His eyes swole up. He was trying to cry so hard.
And the whole time looking at the judge like, you see me?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm doing?
And the judge fell for it.
Talking about take a breath. Take a breath.
The judge fell for it.
But I understand, I'm just going to say his name, LeBron James said he wasn't crying like he had sucked on some lemon heads before he took the stand.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because I didn't see not a tear.
I didn't see one either. And I was looking right at him. I didn't see not one tear.
I must admit, he gave Erica Kane a run for his money than for her money. Because, baby, when I tell you that was an act I have never seen before.
Oh my God, that was an act, wasn't it? Oh man.
I really don't know how to feel because, like, a lot of people said they knew, but honestly, I'm gonna be 100. I thought this baby was going to jail. I thought he was gonna do that. I think he was gonna do 25 to life. I thought he would at least did 10 years for each count, or at least 15 years for each count. So I'm thinking like 25 to 30 years. I thought.
Marvin said, "Welcome to America" with KKK in the middle of it.
Hey,
brother.
Marvin, please call in. We missed you.
Man, Marvin, when I open these lines up, brother, please call in. They ain't open yet, but when I open them up, I'll let you know. Please call in.
It's unbelievable.
I agree with you, man. But that's it's one of those things, man, to where, I wasn't surprised that he got the not guilty verdict. That didn't surprise me at all.
Really?
I was not surprised at all.
He killed 2 people.
I agree. But what color is he?
White.
There you go. That's why I wasn't surprised.
But there's been other men or women who killed people and went to jail.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
what make this one so different?
Because because here's the thing. You asked me earlier that I think this was a racial issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a racial issue.
For who though? Because he killed 2 white men.
True enough.
All 5 people he shot were white.
True enough.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is, he didn't go there to shoot white people. He actually went there to shoot black people.
Well, yeah, I guess the white man just got in the way.
Yeah, white people just got in the way, and he shot them too because he's helping the niggas, for lack of a better term.
Protect himself.
Right. He wasn't trying. I mean, to be honest with you, from the footage I've seen, I didn't see anybody attacking him. Now, if anybody was throwing rocks or something like that at him, well, dodge the damn rocks.
I saw him skipping down the road like he
was walking down the road like he was going to like he was graduating high school.
I'm just trying to make a joke, but what's that cartoon? I'm about to search for some rabbits. What's this?
Elmer Fudd.
That's how he was walking down that street like he was like, I'm out to search for some niggas.
That's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. You can tell his face. He even made a statement before that. Before he bought the gun, he couldn't wait to shoot someone with the gun.
That's exactly
and then,
it.
Like 40 days prior to him buying the gun, he did just that. He shot 5 people.
He shot 5 people.
So
no sooner than that statement came out of his mouth and came into fruition. He shot 5 people.
He made that come to reality.
No doubt about it.
But I honestly thought that he would have got 25 to life, but in essence, this boy walked away free.
Yeah.
He walked away free.
Yes, he did.
But let's start with the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these people? Celebrities, Common Man, Joe, Edith, Ian, whoever, that gave this boy $2 million for this case to take place.
Remember when he got arrested, and I told you that he has a GoFundMe page up? Somebody put a GoFundMe page up for him.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot of people that donated to that. A lot of folks donated to that because they felt that he was a hero.
How is that a hero?
You know what I know at this point. I'm being honest with you, because I don't see anything heroic about anything that he did. But like I said, when you ask me, was this a racial issue? You're absolutely right. Because right now, with him getting off with him shooting 3 people because he was defending himself, what that means is this right here. If he would have shot somebody black, it wouldn't have went to trial. He wouldn't have had a trial at all.
No.
Because the only thing he would have had to have said was say, hey, you know what? I was defending myself. They were attacking me. This, that, and the third. So, of course, he got off with nothing. Not even a slap on the wrist.
I mean, honestly, you cannot defend the defenseless.
There you go.
It's a one-sided testimony.
There you go. It's
heard his only.
They didn't bring no witnesses or anything else.
I don't think none of the men that he shot that survived testified.
None of them did.
I know the police officers, some psychiatrists, and like that, but the actual people that this happened to.
Which is why this was a one-sided case. This case was so one-sided until it was utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really was, because nobody came up to counter anything that he said.
Nope.
And that's sad.
Nope. Let's understand how how the jury came to their verdict. They only listened to his side, and wasn't nobody else there to defend themselves.
Right. Last time I heard, you're supposed to hear both sides of the argument. If you don't hear but one side of the argument, how can you make a fair judgment?
Right. I That's why I said I'm just, some people said they weren't shocked, but I am.
I wasn't.
I am.
I wasn't.
So now we're going to have everybody walk around being vigilantes, self-defense, and just killing people on a random?
Only white folks, yeah.
I don't know.
Only white people. I can pretty much guarantee you.
Well, once again, the elephant's in the room. I know we said this before. Justice is blind.
Well, Richard Pryor. Didn't mean to cut you off, babe. But Richard Pryor said this in 1974. He said, "You go out looking for justice, and that's what you find. Just us." Truer words had never been spoken. Now, the thing about Richard Pryor is that, Richard Pryor was really, really political. In his earlier career, he wasn't. But once he got a little bit older, around about the 70s and the early 70s, early to mid 70s, he started getting really political in his comedy. That was one of the things that he said. They go out looking for justice, and that's what you find. Just us. Now, again, truer words had never been spoken. Wouldn't you agree?
In the essence, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because like I said before, the way this case came off, there's two sets of laws somewhere.
Yeah, I told you. I've always said that. I've always said that the law they have for us and the laws they have for them.
Right. And again, like you said, if this was a black young man, would they have believed that he was trying to protect himself?
Hell no.
Would they believe that he was being a vigilante? Would they believe that he was scared, that he was sincere, he didn't mean any harm? I don't think it would have came off the same way.
Marvin brought up a really good point in the chat room. He said, and I'll quote, "They heard from the other white man who got shot and lived, but this is about race. Second Amendment rights and white males." I agree with you on that one, Marv. I really do. I agree with you on that 100%, because this is about the Second Amendment right to bear arms. Because think about this. Let's talk some history for a second. I got it really bad about talking history on this show for some stupid reason.
It's needed.
Let's talk some history for a second. Even before black people were quote unquote freed from bondage, it was illegal for a black person to own any weapon of any kind. And anything that a black man carried could be considered a weapon. He's walking with a stick. It's a weapon. So the right to bear arms was not meant for black people. Let's just be real about the situation. Because again, like I said, if I was walking down the street with a loaded AR-15, I wouldn't have made it 2 feet.
Oh yeah, definitely that. You wouldn't have got no water.
I wouldn't have got no water. No.
You probably wouldn't have made it to 10.
No, like I said, I wouldn't have walked 2 feet.
Again, that's why I'm asking, like, white law and a black law. I mean, first of all, he was reckless use of a weapon. Let's just start there. He was underage, overprivileged.
No doubt.
The judicial bias is disappointing. Because where's the equal protection? Where's he caught himself trying to protect himself. Those other men weren't trying to protect themselves. Shouldn't it be equality that way? If you simply these men had rocks or no kind of weapon, you simply this big powerful weapon. How is that equal?
It's not. So, I don't know. It's equal in his eye.
All I can say is it's a sad day for justice in America. It is very unacceptable. Like I said, I'll be 50, but I still think we haven't moved that needle. We think we have, but not much. When cases like this come to fruition and it ends like this, that needle haven't moved.
Marvin brought up another good point. He said the Constitution was never written for us in mind when we were slaves, nor because we were slaves during the Second Amendment, during any of the amendments. He's absolutely right about that. He said, he also goes on to say there's no such thing as black law unless it's set up to oppress us. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
Very good point.
He's absolutely right. I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 100%. The laws were never set up for us in the first place. And again, like I said, there's two sets of laws. The laws they have for us, the laws they have for them.
Right.
Now, the laws they have for us, they enforce them to the letter. And even add some shit to it.
Exactly.
Okay, but the laws they have for them, well, you kill 2 people. We'll let you slide today because, you're white, we're white, so let's go ahead and just let you go about your business. Mm-hmm. Have a nice life.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me answer. Let me go back to this.
Okay.
After all this went down, how do you think Jacob Blake is feeling right now?
Jacob Blake is feeling like, well, damn. That's all he can say is, well, damn.
The officer who shot him got off.
Yeah.
Now this young boy who shot other people because of what happened to him got off.
Yeah.
No justice, no peace.
Exactly.
This young man probably will be paralyzed for the rest of his life.
Yeah. I mean, for what I understand, that's where it's going right now, is that he's not going to be able to walk ever. Which means he has sons. Which means he'll never be able to play football with his sons. He'll never be able to go out and shoot hoops with his sons. None of that.
Mm-hmm. I wish, because I've seen stories like his uncle, and I've seen other family members talking about it, but I haven't heard how he's feeling about everything. I wonder will he ever give a testimony.
If he does, I'd love to hear it.
Me too. So I'll be searching high and low for that because I want to know how he's feeling because, in essence, this all happened because of what happened to him.
Right.
This all started because of what happened to him.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
But let's go back to the case. Let's break down some things for the case.
Okay.
Educate me, old history buff, sir.
Mm-hmm.
When we start choosing our own jury?
I didn't think we would have that power.
Yeah, Mr. Kyle was able to reach his hand into a box and choose his own. He chose his own jury.
I heard about that, and I thought that was the dumbest thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. I mean, pardon my French, y'all. I mean, you're gonna hear me say a lot of cuss words on this.
I got mine out earlier.
More than
just like there's not. I know they said, "Well, you use a cuss word. You just uneducated." I guess I just feel like I'm uneducated right that moment because I couldn't find another word to call this a bunch of bullshit. Seriously, that's all it is.
First of all, let me say it's about the curse words. Let me tell you it's about the cuss words. Anybody that's listening to this show knows I'm a big fan of Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan. Mm-hmm. I love Louis Farrakhan. I've heard the minister curse.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard him
So,
curse.
oh yeah, he slips. It slips out, but that's just what it does. But there's also a report that says that some of the most intelligent people on the planet curse like sailors.
You're one of them.
well, thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
You are one of them.
But anyway,
no disrespect.
As far none taken. As far as this whole thing goes, I've never heard of anyone choosing their own jury.
Right.
That's a new one on me.
That's new on me.
See, that's what, and that's how white supremacy works. They change the rules for themselves as they go along.
And here's the next statement that I want to bring up. Why was his lawyer so rude, calling out all the black leaders and preachers, i.e. Jesse Jackson, as being a distraction by attending the trial? When did that start?
Well, the reason why, I can tell you why they did it. I don't know when it started, but I can tell you why they did it. Mm-hmm. They didn't want those black teachers to sway the verdict in the other way.
But from my understanding, it was 7 women, 5 men, only 1 black. So how can Jesse Jackson? You really think them white people gonna listen to anything Jesse Jackson said?
Yeah.
And be like, well, Jesse has a point. I mean, they could have, but I hardly doubt it.
Right.
I hardly doubt it. So I don't know why that lawyer even brought that up. I think that was kind of rude and on the borderline of being racist.
And Marvin just put an exclamation point on my point earlier. He said, "This is America. They make up the laws. They break." As they go along, making the laws to oppress black and brown people. And he's absolutely right. I just said that. They make up the laws as they go along. Mm-hmm. And they can change the rules. Move the goalposts, for lack of a better term.
Right.
So that way, whenever they break the law or something doesn't gel too well with them and they can, whatever, they'll get off. Mm-hmm. But that's been going on for a long time. That's nothing new. And
here's another thing. Yes, Kyle was on trial, but And like I said, the time that he went to Kenosha, he was 17. Why isn't his mother been charged for anything? Why has she been charged for purchasing a gun? Why has she been charged for driving him down there?
Well, to be honest with you, the purchasing of a gun, even if it's a semi-automatic weapon, that's not illegal.
For a 17-year-old minor?
I mean, she bought it. Well, see, that's how she went around the law. She bought it, but she bought it for him.
But shouldn't she be held responsible because she should have known he should have never had in his possession? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that 100%.
So she needs to be held accountable for something.
I agree, but it'll never happen. I'd be surprised if any charges get brought up on her at all.
Well, I did see a story of her. She said she's very proud of her son.
Yeah.
She said there's no winning or losing in her son's acquittal.
Seems like your son won.
I'm just going to say who she's talking about because there's not another side. They only heard his side.
Exactly.
And he went home with you that night and got in his own bed that night.
Precisely.
So that sounds like a win to me.
That's a big win.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, it's a big win. That's a humongous win.
I don't know. But I'd want to read this statement from one of the families of one of the young men who passed away.
Right.
And this is their comment about the verdict. They said, today's verdict means there is no accountability for the person who murdered our son.
Right.
It sends the unacceptable message that armed civilians can show up in any town, incite violence, and then use the danger they have created to justify shooting people in the streets.
Huh.
If that's not a true statement, I don't know what
That's
is.
exactly what. Yeah, I said that earlier. It's all right, baby. I know you got. We know you got allergies. We all got them.
When I read that, I was like, wow, if that's not calling the kettle black, and that's like the truest statement that I've ever heard.
Hell yeah, that's a true statement. That's a very true statement. See, so the laws of self-defense have been completely changed now.
Mm-hmm. Just like you and Marv was talking about, it's just like once they write it, and if it's not going in their favor,
they'll rewrite it.
They add a little side note. Know what they call it? They add a little footnote.
Yeah, or they'll completely change the law altogether.
Yeah. We just going to erase that one and make this one the right one. That looks good in their favor.
And Marvin just said in the chat room they'll listen to Tito Jackson before they listen to Jesse Jackson.
Right.
And he's right. And he's right.
It's like, why he trying to make a big deal about Jesse? Jesse probably was half asleep the whole time. He trying to make it seem like he was going to sway their votes. I'm like, come on, man.
To be honest with you, man, Jesse don't have the power he used to have.
That's what
anymore.
I said. He probably simply half asleep.
Right. Jesse,
no disrespect.
No disrespect to Jesse, man. But come on, man. Jesse.
Now, if, Don Lemon, what's his name?
Mushmouth Benjamin Crawford.
Yeah, now if he was in there, I would have said, "Oh yeah, here come the fire," But I don't think Jesse had that much of.
Now Jesse don't have the power that he has that he used to have. Now if it was, let's just say for a second, it was Louis Farrakhan.
What's the one with the perm? James Brown homeboy.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah, even him. He still got a little,
Yeah. They got a little bit of clout, but
I don't know Jesse. No, I don't think Jesse.
No, Jesse ain't got that kind of clout no more, man. So he wouldn't have been very effective in that jury at all. So,
well, here's another point I like to bring up: our president's response to the whole trial.
Oh shit!
He said that the jury system works.
Yeah, for white people.
And this is just a part of what at first he said before the trial started, he said it was white supremacy. And once the verdict came down, he said he's going to agree with the jury because the jury system works.
Yeah, for white people. The jury system works for white people. And again, if that was Javante Jenkins coming down the street with a loaded AR-15, hell, if it was Javante Jenkins coming down the street with a cell phone in his hand, they would have said it was a gun, anything,
bag of Skittles,
a turkey feather. They would have said it was a weapon, and they would have filled him full of holes.
Yeah. I don't know. So this is all the way from Congress all the way down to the man on the sidewalk. Everybody felt like, to me, this case was fraud, one-sided, and honestly, like I said when the show first started, a shit show. A waste of taxpayers' time, dollars, my eyes for even looking at the trial on TV.
You can't unsee it now.
I can't unsee it. Especially that little show that he put on when he was trying to cry and say that he was trying to protect himself because he was afraid. What was that? Honestly, what was that? I said, Lord have mercy. You know, sometimes because I hate to see anybody cry. I'm like, I tear up. When I tell you, I didn't feel nothing when I saw that baby crying on that stage. I was like, is he having a seizure? That's the first thing I thought. I never thought that he was crying. I didn't think he was being sympathetic. I didn't think anything.
Let me tell you what I thought when I first saw it. When I saw him giving his testimony and whatnot, I'm looking at this guy, and he was trying his best to squeeze a tear out. That's why his eyes were being, that's why he was squeezing his eyes so tight. That's why his eyes were red, because he was trying to squeeze them so he could squeeze something out. Nothing came out. And then when nothing started coming out, he started looking over at the jury and the judge to see if they was even buying that bullshit that he was putting out there. So I was trying my best not to laugh. I was at work when I saw this. I was trying my best not to laugh.
It was sad. It was utterly sad.
I agree.
He was talking to us like, come on, Tears. Come on, Tears.
He could at least pull the nose hair or something out to
the. You should have been sitting there pinching yourself or something.
Or something, anything, man. Pull out nose hair or something, anything. But nah, he didn't even do that.
Well, I just got a little tidbit of some information. You ever look at Tucker Carlson?
No, I don't like Tucker the fucker.
Well, he had an interview with Mr. Kyle.
Of course he did.
It's going to show tomorrow evening, Monday evening on Tucker's show. But the part that got me is when he asked him a question about the whole case and how he's feeling. This young man busted out and said, and I quote, "I'm not a racist person. I support the BLM movement."
Yeah, I'll say that.
Is that like the number one phrase every person uses?
Every racist person that you get caught doing some racist shit, that's the first thing out their mouth. I'm not a racist. Or, I got black friends. One of the two, if not both of them.
The Black Lives Matter movement, everybody, I support the BLM. I support Black Lives Matter. I support Blue Lives Matter. Oh my God. Here's another part. He said, I support peaceful demonstrating. I believe there needs to be change. I believe there's a lot of prosecutorial misconduct, not just in my case, but in other cases. It's just amazing to see how much a prosecutor can take advantage of someone. So he feel like he got taken advantage of.
Okay,
you killed two sons. You killed two people's son.
So
how's he taken advantage of?
So here's the thing. This boy, and that's exactly what he is. This boy was coached with that answer by his lawyers. I don't care what anybody says. He was coached. That sounded like he was coached. Okay, that didn't come from the heart. That came from a script. That was the scripted answer. He knows it. I know it. Hell. Shit, everybody knows it. That's heard that bullshit. Yeah. So, with that being said, man, the only thing he did was pretty much jerk everybody off and say some bullshit to make it believable and make it believable. And here's the thing about that particular answer. Just like I said a few minutes ago, every racist person says the very same thing. I don't have a racist bone in my body, or something that pretty much in the same vein of what I just said, and they always say that. So here's my deal. Now, I know black people that support Trump. And I think they're stupid for supporting him. But hey, support whoever the hell you want to support. I don't care. That's your business.
That's right.
But when I hear somebody like, let's say, a Kyle Rittenhouse say I'm not racist, or even somebody like Ben Shapiro say they're not racist, which we know is a lie. We know Ben Shapiro's a racist bastard.
Your action speaks louder than words.
Hell yeah, exactly. So that's the way I see it. If you support BLM, why were you out there going up against BLM?
Right. Full force
with an AR-15, no less. Last I heard, they didn't have any guns.
Well, the reason why he did it, again, he said, I intended to help defend businesses that were under threat of being damaged during the unrest that followed the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
That's the police's job. Black man. That's the police's job.
I just... Well, what's been like, after the verdict came back, what I've noticed a lot, too, in the news, that the verdict was celebrated. I'm like, why are people celebrating this? And it was celebrated by a lot of conservative people who felt like it was a win for people who, for gun rights and self-defense laws nationwide. How? Right. Do you know, I think this is going to start a OK Corral kind of situation.
It's already get to that point
that we're going to start killing people because they looked at, we already do that now with what they call road rage. They pulled out in front of me. They looked at me wrong. They gave me the finger, whatever.
Right.
And then like last year we was talking about how the Japanese or the Chinese people got their law in place because
just say Asians.
They got pushed down by somebody.
Yeah.
So now you're finna have a situation here where this young man called himself being a modern day vigilante, protecting himself and protecting other people.
Right.
That he's gonna be... The people gonna be walking around saying, "Well, I felt threatened, and I feel like they was threatening the room, so I shot him."
Yeah.
So that's where we headed now.
That's exactly. We're there now. We're there now. That's not where we're heading. We're there
with no repercussions.
Right.
Just go home and get in your bed that night.
Right.
Yeah, I shot 2 people. I shot the room, but I was just protecting the room.
Mm-hmm.
And who gave you that right? Yeah. So that's why I'm torn between, I know it's racism, but I think that's privilege too. Like I said, like you said earlier, I don't think there's not, and if there is, I would like to meet with them and talk to them. I don't think there's one black person that feel like they can do the same exact thing as this young man did and have the same outcome that he did.
Right.
If there is one black person that feel that in their soul, that would happen to them, I would love for you to join the show and come on, let's have a dialogue. Because I don't think it would have ended that way wholeheartedly at all. But maybe it could.
Marvin said this is the new norm for America, and I agree with him.
I do too. Which is sad. That's what I'm saying. It's sad that you don't know if you go to the park, if you go to the movie, just like that show we went to the other night. We was literally sitting close to people that could have put a gun and shot up everybody in their room.
Yeah. Because
maybe they didn't like a color of the flower. Or maybe they didn't like somebody that was, it's just silly stuff that the people are doing that you can't even explain, that people feel like that they have to, quote unquote, protect themselves or protect others.
I agree.
It's crazy.
I agree with you on that.
It's crazy.
I agree. 100%.
But the end result, after all this, they asked him what he wants to be. And he said he wants to be a nurse. I'm going to tell you right now, if I walk into a hospital, and I see him on the floor, I'm be like, I'm fine. I can be bleeding profusely. I'm be like, I'm good. I'm just going to go home and stitch myself up. Because if he had no problem with killing 2 people, you think he really going to help save me? I mean, he could be the best bedside nurse ever. But I just don't feel like he has it in his soul. And I think by him being so young, I feel like this young man is going to go around in this life like he has done something, like he's a martyr, and I really don't think he's going to learn the true essence of what just happened. I think he's just going to be like another spoiled kid who was on timeout, and he convinced his mom to let him out of timeout to go play ball with his friends up the street. I really do. I don't really think he knows the ramifications of what happened.
He knows.
I don't think so, because the way he sat there crying like a child, I don't think so.
No, he knows. Mm-hmm. He knows exactly what he did. He knows precisely what he did.
You think he's a fraud?
Those are crocodile tears, babe. And I say they were crocodile tears because crocodiles don't have tear ducts.
I didn't know that.
No, they don't. That's one of those nerd facts, y'all. So
that's what I said. Mr. History Man. Well, he was trying to get up.
Yeah, crocodiles don't have tear ducts, so that's why that's where the term crocodile tears come from. They're fake tears.
Yeah.
So those aren't real tears.
He tried that like he was crying, like he was about to
pass
out.
That motherfucker wasn't crying. He knew it was going to happen.
But he just talked because like I said, I saw a snippet. I wish you guys would look at it. It's going to be on Tucker Carlson. I know some people don't like Tucker Carlson, but
I can't stand it.
Check out his conversation he's going to have with him tomorrow night. He was just sitting up there like matter of fact, he
didn't care.
Yeah, like I did it, and this is the
I
result.
did it. I got away with it, and what you gonna do about it?
Exactly. I'm going on this worldwide tour, giving my synopsis on it, and it is what it is. I'ma still go home and sleep in my own bed.
Yep.
I'm not doing no time.
But here's the thing about that, though. They did the exact opposite to him that they did to every black person that's been on trial. Exactly. Case in point, Trayvon Martin. Yep. They talked about how bad of a student he was, number one. Number two, how many times he got in trouble in school.
I haven't heard nothing about this young man.
This dude has a history of violence. He was beating up a girl in the middle of the street, and two black dudes came to her rescue.
Yep. He was taking up a cadet class, and he was so bad at that they kicked him. How you get kicked out of the cadet? You know, I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, he had a problem with his commanding officer.
Yeah. I'm like, so you don't take you can't take advice or
you can't take orders? No one? Yeah, really. That's okay. Privilege. All right. Yeah, that's exactly
privilege.
it.
That's why I keep saying privilege. That means he gets away whatever he wants to at home.
He's probably the only child.
No, he has two. So and when they read the verdict, them two girls that was sitting behind him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those were sisters. Okay, so he's the only boy.
He's the only boy.
Oh shit, yeah, That's
what I'm saying. Privileged. He probably gets away with murder.
Literally
at home, and that's why he's getting away with murder in the streets.
Oh yeah, and that judge was throwing him all kinds of bones, man. Come on, that's the reason why he got off, because of that judge.
We thank you for your servitude and your honesty. What part of this is honest, sir? I don't. And then he got on the defense team. The prosecutor's team, saying that I really don't like the way you're talking to him. He was just asking him a question. I'm like,
really?
So what's he supposed to do? Okay, Kyle. Now I'm going to ask you a question.
Wanting to coddle.
Yeah. No, this man is a mad killer. Why would we call it a killer? 2 years old, 17 years old, 55 years old. This man is a killer. Why are we going to hold his hand?
Exactly.
And rub his forehead?
Yeah, he shouldn't be coddled at all, man. They were coddling him literally. So I'm like, really, dude.
Yep.
Come on, man.
This is what we are. So now it's just like, I'm just gonna say, people, when you go out in the streets, be mindful. Be mindful of what you're doing. When you, just like the other day, they heard this gun go off in the Atlanta airport. You hear that?
I heard about that.
And people just fell to the ground. They're like, we gonna be on 10 everywhere we go.
Right.
Because you don't know what is about to pop off.
No, you don't.
That's crazy. You shouldn't have to live your life. That's how people have heart attacks.
That's exactly the reason why.
And have strokes and all that, because you be on 10, you be nervous.
Yep.
Get where you want to go and come on back. That's crazy.
Yep. That's true.
Well, the only thing I have left to say is, starting tomorrow, is the Ahmaud Arbery trial. Well, the trial's already started. I think the verdict is supposed to be either tomorrow, or it's going to come down either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I hope people don't look at this one, and because his situation, the same thing. His trial has been held in a town where it's like 55% black, and there's only one black person on the jury, which is I don't see how that happened. And same thing with the son. The son got on the stage and said that they was trying to protect their street because they never seen him on that street, and they thought that he was over there stealing out of a house that hasn't even been fully built, and he was on foot. So I'm wondering, what could he have stolen on foot?
He was on foot and had on some running shorts. Where the hell was he going to put it?
And so if this house wasn't fully built, what was he going to steal? Some planks?
Yeah, some nails or some piping. What? I mean, come on, man.
I don't know.
But that's another subject for another time. We'll talk about that later.
I said we'll be talking about that next week. If the trial come down this week, we'll probably be hopefully it'll be in our favor. But yeah, we'll be talking about that next week. So,
we're definitely going to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
We want to open these phone lines up.
Yes, sir, because I'm eager to hear people's opinion.
Phone lines are open. Marvin, if you're still listening, brother, man, call in. I would love to hear your opinion on some of this shit that we were talking about, man. Give me a number, baby.
I know,
I
know it's an hour early, but if you're still
it's on the screen. It's on the screen, y'all. 469-638-3459. So, call in.
Yeah, if Leslie's still alive, I would love to hear something about him being a service. Well, Marvin is a service.
Marvin is a service, yeah.
So by them being servicemen like that, how do they feel? And plus, they both have sons.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear their take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvin and or Leslie, man. By all means,
Or
call in.
anyone.
Or anybody call in,
Anybody
man.
who
Just
wanna
anybody.
call.
You know, I'd love to hear your opinion.
Women, please
Yeah,
call as well, because
especially
it's
ladies, man, because
if this was your son, how would you feel?
Exactly.
You know, which here we go. Let's go. I'm anxious.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get it. Damn it.
No, you done missed it.
I done missed it. Sorry about that. Where's it coming from? Over here.
What's wrong? You finna get another phone? He's gonna try to do it another way, guys. Just give him a moment to get the other phone hooked up and get it ready to go. You find it? Oh, good.
I was trying to get it. Hold on. Whoever that was, call back. I think it was Marvin. So
Okay. Please call back, Marvin. It is crazy, though. I wish it's... No.
Yo, who this?
Hello?
Yo, what's up, Marv?
Man, you already know what time it is, man.
Well, hello there, sir. We've missed you.
Hello, Miss Minnie. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm just trying to marinate in the redneck state, you know?
I understand. So what say you, sir, about this whole elephant in the room debacle?
Woo! There's so many things to unpack with just that one.
Exactly.
Not even talking about the governor shit situation with Julius Jones and then the other case.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about
Oklahoma, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the Julius Jones thing, man. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we could comment on the elephant in the room one. Let me first of all say that this right here, what we going through,
right,
is the new improved racism that's gonna be around forever, ever. They already had racism on lock, but again, like I said, they always gotta amp it up because they need racism in America. I try to tell people this.
Yep.
White people can't survive without racism. They need it. We've been fighting against it, but they need it.
Yep.
It's like a person having a 50-yard head start to go 1 yard to the finish line.
Right. Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
They have to have it, man. I'm not even trying to be funny. They need racism. It's like the ventilator. You know how people that got COVID, they're on a ventilator.
Right.
If it's an extreme case, they need racism. It's a ventilator to keep them breathing.
Right.
They can't go without it.
I agree.
But as far as this case was weird off top. Cause last year when I seen the footage, the dude was walking down the street and the police was just driving by him.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm like, how the hell is that even legal? When a dude just walking down the street, they didn't even ask him, "Hey, what you doing with that gun?" or nothing. They didn't say nothing.
Nothing.
They said nothing to him.
And then
They said nothing to him, and it was more than just one that drove by him. One of them was in a tank, like they was waving at him or something, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like,
yep, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Like, this, man, and then after that, and then the people he shot. Last time I checked, and this is their law. If you shoot somebody, and I thought you're supposed to be serving some time for that.
That's I heard.
I keep telling Sleepy, it's like How is this justice? Sorry, excuse me. How is this just this man shot not one but two? He shot 5 people. 2 succumbed, but 3 are injured.
But what this is sending a message to though is white people. It's sending a message to them like, okay, if you start intermingling with these BLMs and trying to interact with black people and trying to fight their fight,
there you go.
You gonna get shot too.
You can get it too. Yep, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
You can get this smoke too.
Yep.
So I suggest you fall back, start hugging trees again, saving whales or whatever you do, or saving snowballs from volcanoes or something like that. But if you start messing with these black people, we gonna pop your ass too, just like we popping them.
There you go.
So this is not the protest you need to be a part of.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what they telling them in a roundabout way.
That's exactly what they're telling them. They're telling them to get on code. That's what they're telling them, to get on code.
Never thought about it that way.
You help them if you want to, and see what'll happen.
Yep. Check this out, Nas. Check this out.
Yo.
Me and Mimi, we watched the Janet Jackson special last night. Now, you know good and damn well that...
I prefer to call her Miss Jackson.
Yeah, Miss Jackson. There you go. If you're nasty, there you go.
That's right.
But anyway, we watched that Miss Jackson special. And it came to the part to where Justin Timberlake pretty much just threw Janet under the damn bus.
Under the bus. Ran over the bus.
Oh, Lord, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that too? So that's kind of like what's going on. That's kind of like what's going on here. Because, Kyle Rittenhouse was pretty much put them in check and put them on notice. Hey, you mess around with these niggas out here, guess what? We gonna get you too. And that's pretty much what happened.
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
He didn't say it, but the law basically said that.
Pretty much.
They use him as the face of it.
Yeah.
They use him as a martyr or whatever you want to call him. Fox News gonna put him as a little poster child. Because Tucker, he's doing a documentary on the dude. That's why all that filming was going on.
Right.
Yeah, I call him Tucker the fucker myself because I can't stand him.
Yeah, so we
Sean Handjob Hannity, all of them.
Yep, him too.
All them cats at Fox News.
Yep.
But and then what made it even more cold when this trial was going on, the judge was co-signing everything the defendant said. Everything.
Hello.
You ain't even supposed to be partial like that.
Hello. The judge was damn near.
You just supposed to weigh the evidence and do that. The judge was co-signing everything.
The judge was damn near but check this out, Nas. The judge was damn near his defense attorney by himself.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this how it goes now? And he said, no, we do this all the time. When he was letting the dude pick his damn jury from a damn bingo raffle thing.
Right. I've never heard of that ever.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Me either.
Like I said, they make the rules as they go.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I do this in my town all the time. That's what the judge said. Yeah, we do this all the time here.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
This case was totally...
And you know good and damn well it wasn't no black names in that little thing he was drawing from.
Hell no, it wasn't no damn black names.
It might have been one dude or one black woman or black man out of like 500.
Yeah.
So good and damn well, I was like, man.
But they had to make it look good. So they went and which one of these was the black guy?
Yeah.
They went and pulled his name. So, okay, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we gonna put one black guy in here, but we gonna make sure and put a number on it or something. They gonna have some kind of code where it's the black guy. They'll
Look
put
for number 12, right? Put an N on it, right?
Or they'll put N-word. They'll literally put N-word on it.
Right.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
They'll put his picture. They'll put the dude's picture in the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, that's sad though. That's utterly ridiculous.
But yeah, this is. But the thing is, with dude, him not serving no time, it didn't shock me. But I was like, he didn't even get a slap on the wrist.
He got nothing.
Nothing.
He's like Bernie Mac, nothing.
right then.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that dude didn't get. But again, like I said, this is America. They protect white males. This ain't a country for white women. No. You gotta fall in line, white women.
Exactly.
If there's any white women listening, I'm telling you, y'all gotta fall in line.
Yep.
If y'all want the privileges that the white Denzel Washington over here got.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. That was.
Boy, this dude was the most trifling actor I've ever seen on TV.
Nash, let me tell you something. Nash, let me tell you something. Like I was telling Mimi, man, I was sitting up here watching it. As a matter of fact, did I call you when I told you about that? Mm-hmm. I called her on the phone. I was at work and I called her on the phone. I said, this dude is really trying to squeeze a tear out of his eyes. And I'm sitting up here listening, looking at him. I said, I know fake crying when I see it. Come on, I raised stepchildren. I know what fake crying is. Come on. I ain't stupid. Mm-hmm. I was born at night, not last night. Come on.
Mm-hmm. This dude was terrible though.
Wasn't he though?
And they was tripping and falling for it though.
Yeah.
They was tripping and falling for the whole act.
Take your time. Take a breath. You need to drink. What do you say? Take a drink of water.
Yeah, take a drink of water.
Take a drink of water. Come here, man.
Take a drink for what? What are you gonna drink some water for?
Try to splash on his face so he can.
He should do some water in his eyes to make it look like he was crying.
Exactly.
I'd have been like, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, I threw some water in my eyes and action.
Right.
Right. That type of shit.
That's what I said when the case was over, when he finally stood up and they read the verdict and he cried and shaking and fell down in the chair and he hugged his lawyer. And after that, when he left the court, he said, and scene.
And scene.
So, baby, he was coached though. I give it to him. He didn't know to do all that.
Nope,
of course not. He was coached.
Unless he does it at home to get his own way. He probably does it at home to get his own way. But all that other stuff, he was coached very well.
Oh, yeah, he was coached. He was coached.
Very well.
Definitely was coached.
The prosecution didn't have a chance.
No, they didn't.
The judge.
Definitely on that.
Mm-hmm.
The judge was right on code with the defense attorneys. They was on code. So, you know.
Everything they said, he was like, oh, you can't say that. Oh, I don't like the way you're saying it. Rephrase that. I'm like, I'm like, wow. Nah, yeah, he everything they tried to come with, he would shoot it down, ask them to say it over, he'll throw it out. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was a big mess, man. It was a big old mess.
Well, are y'all shocked? Are y'all shocked?
Thinking,
are y'all shocked that he testified on his own behalf,
no.
Kyle?
No, I'm not. I don't know about you, Nash, but I'm not.
Because I'm thinking he had to. Because who else was there to do it? He had to.
Right.
So I'm like,
well, now this is maybe because I don't know, but what was he defending or whatever?
Exactly.
I mean, I get it. He was defending his right to carry a gun, but did somebody attack him or something? Or
he say he was.
Well, somebody come at him.
According to what he said, this is what he said, because you know they use I'm white and I say so law all the time. Mm-hmm. According to him, he was being attacked, which is why he shot.
Mm-hmm. He felt threatened.
He felt threatened. He was
walking toward him.
Right. Somebody was walking towards him and he felt threatened, so he shot him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is like me and Sweet Pea was talking about. I don't know if you noticed this, Nash. What happened to the boy on the skateboard? Remember the young man on the skateboard that was trying to hit him?
Yeah, it was a dude on the skateboard.
Why he didn't get a chance to testify? Where's his testimony? Did they pay him off so he won't testify?
No, he came up missing.
Oh.
One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Mess around and not have no organs.
There you go. Exactly. Find him in a ditch someplace.
It makes you wonder, why is this man swinging a skateboard at you? You must have done something, said something, or something. This man goes to swing a skateboard at you for nothing.
Exactly.
So that's one thing I don't think.
Because it was all kind of footage, extra footage, and then they was like, "Well, we didn't get to see the footage." You know, I guess the defense said they didn't get to see it and all that. So it's like. This is just another brilliant performance by white males who get off just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be murder, thievery, rape, any of the crimes that you can just think of. It's just another way of them getting off.
That's exactly it.
Sad.
That's exactly it.
Undeniably sad.
And with this Aubrey thing, I don't even
man.
know if that's open and shut case.
You know what?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a shit show as well.
I agree. But we're gonna talk about that one once we get the verdict and stuff like that down.
That's
So
our topic
Yeah,
next week.
definitely.
so definitely stay
But,
tuned, Nash. You know I keep you on in the loop about what's gonna get ready to happen.
But I think we're going to have to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that one too.
I keep my ears open too. But like I said, I'm not surprised by any of the just us system that goes. I'm telling y'all, this shit with white people, it's too many of us here. That's another thing that's wrong.
Oh yeah.
Way too many black people.
Oh yeah. I agree. That's the
Way
problem.
too many.
That's a problem.
Now, if it was like maybe 44 black people in America, that'd be cool. But 44 million? Nah, way too many.
That's too many.
I know we weren't here to talk about it, but that's why Governor Abbott made that law about the abortion here in Texas. White people is becoming extinct. I think before on a previous show, I had mentioned a statistic that said that in 2024, white people are going to be the minority.
Yeah.
And I think they
see that now.
Yeah, they see that now. And in the words of Malcolm X, by any means necessary, they trying to get that under wraps, right?
No doubt.
Yeah, exactly. They do not want to be the minority here in America.
Not at all. And it's becoming that way.
They already the minority
worldwide. Yeah,
worldwide.
They're already that.
Yeah, because worldwide only like 1/5 of the population.
Yeah, because you got more black and brown people everywhere versus them just one place or whatever.
Right.
There you go. That's exactly it.
It's crazy. Well, now that we have, while we had you on the phone, I saw that Julius Jones. Do you think he? I think the judge did that on purpose to wait that long to do the final verdict like that. But do you think that he gonna be okay with doing life?
You talking about governor shit?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because like I was talking to a friend.
Listen what I'm telling you. Governor shit wants to be Donald Trump so bad.
Oh man,
he's like a low-budget food stamp version.
Oh yes,
wow.
Yes,
okay.
You are absolutely right.
Okay.
You are absolutely
like
right.
a poor man's version of Trump.
Yeah.
Like a homeless man's version.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're
like
gonna
a dirty trailer trash. He took a bath in about 3 or 4 years. That type of Trump.
Don't forget about the meth addict teeth.
Oh yeah, he's one of them types. But as far as he wanted to kill this dude.
I think
he did.
Too.
He really did. He wanted to execute him.
He wanted to.
He wanted to execute him so bad.
But he also wanted to get reelected.
Yes.
I don't know. Like a friend of mine said, it's like I would have took the execution because he's still going to be in hell.
Yeah, exactly. He's in prison for the rest of his life. Only thing is different. Only thing that's different is that he's not going to die. Well, he going to die eventually, but still.
He's going to die eventually.
Now that all these celebrities is taking part of it, they probably can get him out. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to keep hope alive that maybe he can get exonerated with the help of the celebrity that's coming onto the case.
What I'm not understanding is the dude that actually did it is out.
Yeah, exactly my point. That's my whole point. The dude that actually did it.
Why is he even in there?
There you go. He should be out.
I'm not understanding that.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's something he did or something happened. They keep saying it's a technicality, but year after year, that's a long technicality.
Yep.
But I'm not even understanding why he's even in there if the dude that actually did it is out.
Yeah, that's my whole point, man. I mean, the dude that actually did it should. I mean, if the dude that actually did it is out, why is he still in?
Right.
Because he was. If I'm researching it right, he wasn't even there.
He wasn't. He wasn't even in the vicinity when that happened.
Wasn't even around. Yeah.
What the? Yeah. I've heard of the justice system not working for black people, but let's not make it so obvious.
Right.
Nash, let me tell you something.
At least keep it undercover.
I have a cousin.
At least pretend a little bit.
Exactly.
But check this out, Nash. I got a cousin. My cousin was an honor student, whole nine, never been in trouble a day in his life. His best friend was a thug, quote unquote, and he had a gun. He let my cousin see that gun. The only thing he did was hold the gun, never shot the gun at all. A couple hours after he held the gun, that same friend of his shot 2 people with the gun and trashed the gun. Now my cousin's fingerprints are still on the gun.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now, so he got arrested and spent 7 years in jail for something he didn't even do because his fingerprints on the gun.
Oh man.
Yeah.
God, dog.
He lost his scholarship, the whole 9, because of that bullshit right there.
So,
all because his fingerprints on the gun. He didn't shoot the gun or nothing. He was, when the murder took place, he was at home with family members, and people was verifying where he was at. But he still got put in prison because his fingerprints on the gun.
And I guess that so-called friend never stepped up either.
And that so-called friend of his finally stepped up and said he was the one that shot him, and he still went to prison.
Wow.
And my cousin was still in 7 years in prison. He spent 3 in prison, but he spent the other 4 in probation.
Wow. That's unbelievable. Innocent by association.
It's unbelievable, but by that same token, this is America, so you really can't be shot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unfortunate, man, for your cousin.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's some wild shit, ain't it?
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even do 7 hours in the holding tank, and I was freaking out. Ain't no women in this damn thing. I don't see I do keep going back in prison doing the same shit. Ain't no damn women in there. Like, what the hell?
Look, man, ain't no women in there. You can't go down the street to get McDonald's or nothing, man. I mean, come on, man.
They tell you when to get up.
They tell you when to get up. They tell you what to eat. Yeah.
TV time. Oh my God. Your mail already open when you get it. You don't have no privacy.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Exactly. I'm the same way.
Wow. But yeah.
I ain't tossing nothing, and I ain't getting. I damn sure ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna shower alone.
You gonna shower fully dressed?
I'm gonna shower fully dressed.
You can't do that shit when you locked up. You got booty warriors all through there.
Oh my God, yeah. Booty is more important than food. More important than water.
But yeah, man. But back to the lecture at hand. With this kid. Yeah, I think they gonna boost him up to be some type of hero.
They're already doing
Second
it.
Amendment.
They're already
White
doing it.
supremacy. He gonna be the poster child for all that.
Oh yeah, they're already doing it. It's already
White male rights.
Oh yeah, it's in the process right now, Nash.
Which is sick.
It's in the process right now.
So now they preying on babies to take over.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
And you and my man, you didn't have to put the dude's picture up like that. Good Lord, that dude. I ain't saying I'm the most handsome. I mean, I kind of am, but God, yo.
That's him. That's him in the flesh.
Nash.
That boy ain't getting no parts of women with that.
That's what I said. Third look like a little kid out here acting like a big man.
Yeah, so dude. Well, I think that's good they did save him. Well, no, it ain't good they saved him. But if he'd have went to jail, that'd have been it for him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have threw him in there with the brothers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
The brothers got life.
He probably, I mean, God forbid, but he probably would have took his own life.
Man, let me tell you something. They would have passed his ass around literally for a pack of cigarettes.
They would have, man, you talking about passing him. They'd have been passing him like a Philly blunt.
Yep.
So, ooh, I'm going to hit some of that Rittenhouse.
Yeah, Ice Pick and all of them. They would have passed me around for a carton of Cools. Come on.
He'd have went in there. He'd have went in there. A dude, he'd have came out. Hey.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
If he made it out.
If he even made it out.
Because he probably took his life.
Yes, indeed.
I can't take it in here, Mom, no more.
Yeah, I agree with you. He probably would have taken his own life if he would have got in prison. Yeah, because the brothers would have got him.
Man. I can't. I mean, this, and they just putting it out there, man. They just blatantly putting it out there that the whole Black lives don't. No, our lives don't matter. They showing you every hour that our lives don't matter.
Every hour on the hour.
This is another example of what they doing.
Yep.
This dude right here is another example. And then the trial with Aubrey. That's gonna be another one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for the verdict to come down on that. We definitely gonna do a show on that one too. So yeah, man. So,
definitely.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. I know some more people want to try to chime in and whatnot.
Right.
But I'm telling people, America needs racism.
Oh yeah.
To have it.
I agree
like
with you.
Drugs, it's like meth.
I agree with you.
Wow.
I agree with you.
They can't survive without it.
I agree with you.
They can't survive without it. They need it.
Oh yeah.
It's really showing through now.
They need it bad, and the hall needs slop.
really
They always need. They've always needed.
Yeah.
They can't. They can't do without that. I don't give a damn if it could be the most Tina Marie ass motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They need racism.
Yeah.
No doubt.
They need it.
They need it.
They can't help it.
I know it, man.
They. But it's definitely good talking to y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold up, but
well, happy Thanksgiving.
definitely I'm glad y'all back.
Thank you.
I didn't have nobody to vent with my racism type of.
Well, we're back, so we'll let Kyle on in.
Well, Kyle on in, man. We'll get you later, man.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Oh
and your
yeah, no
family.
doubt.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Y'all have a good evening.
You
All right.
too.
All right.
Wow, that was some good knowledge right there.
No doubt. Anybody else want to call in? By all means, do it.
Wow.
But yeah, man. He made some really good points.
Yep.
He made some really good points as usual.
That's
But,
what usual.
But
Wow.
man, I mean, what else,
Never
man?
thought about that. He's the poster child of how it's going to be.
Exactly. That's exactly what's
It
happening.
all started, if you think about it, when Trump got in office.
You know what? Let me tell you
Now
something.
It's really blatant now.
Let me just say this real quick, and I've always said this, and I continue to say this. Racism has always been out there. Before it was out there before Trump. Now
But it was under like a hush hush.
it was like a hush hush.
Yeah.
It was like a hush hush type of thing.
You sensed it, but you weren't really sure.
Yeah, exactly. You sensed it, but you weren't really sure.
Right.
But Trump pretty much empowered all these racist white people. And once he started empowering them, and they started getting bold, and the racism started. You know what? Screw this. We just gonna go ahead and be flat out racist. Hell, we got the poster child for racism in office right now. So let's go ahead and do this thing.
Let's get behind him and go full force.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. But yeah, I never thought about that. They tell all these black people, y'all out here trying to march with these black people, you better get back in line.
They gotta put them on code.
Never looked at it like that until
Yeah, that's exactly it. They got to get on code. They got to get on code. They got to get on code. That's what Neely Fuller has always said in that book, The Compensatory Counter-Racist Code, which is why I keep telling people to read that damn book, man. He said that white people will get on code. They will sacrifice themselves if somebody is off code.
Wow. That is unbelievable. And when this case proved that whole fact to be true.
Exactly.
To be true.
Had to put them on code. And that's exactly what he did. He put white folks on notice. Hey, we got to get on code, y'all.
They had to sacrifice 5 of their own.
Yeah.
To make a point.
Yep.
Wow.
That's exactly it.
So I wonder how it's going to be now. So if anything else happens, are they still going to be going out there protesting and be like, well, we better not. They already told us we better not go out there no more.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. You already know that, babe.
Wow. Well, now that we know what the elephant's in the room, where do you think we go from here? Do you think it's going to get better? Or like Nash said, this the new normal?
As much as I hate to admit it, I agree with Marvin. I think this is going to be the new norm now.
So you got to walk around on eggshells when you
So we got to walk around on eggshells, and because we hardly ever go anywhere anyway, especially since COVID hit. Because we pretty much been in the house for the most part, baby. You know that.
Well, we've been trying to go back out, but like I said, just like we went to that show the other night, it's like.
And yeah, something could have popped off right there on the spot.
Like when we went to that restaurant, somebody could have drove by and said, "Look at all them black people in there,"
and could have shot the whole place up.
Start some mess.
Exactly.
We could enjoy a nice meal. So.
Somebody could have came right up in there and just started saying nigga, 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 and then everybody would have got and whooped their ass, and they could have shot everybody and said it was self-defense.
Right.
Even though they provoked the whole situation.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't even know what you're gonna be doing when you.
But you know what this case reminds me of? This case reminds me of the Trayvon Martin case.
Expand a little bit.
I expand that a little bit. See, George Zimmerman, who was trying to play super cop, saw Trayvon Martin, who was walking home. He had walked to the store. He was walking home from the store.
I remember that.
Yeah. Trayvon Martin was minding his own business, wasn't bothering anyone. This super cop, so to speak, that's pretty much what he was trying to be.
In real life, a security guard.
Wasn't even that. Called the police and described Trayvon Martin to a T. You know, black guy with a hoodie on. And the cops told him, said, "Hey, stay, don't engage the suspect. We'll send somebody out." He didn't listen. He engaged the suspect. Gets up in Trayvon's face. Trayvon's commenced whooping his ass and got the best of him. He pulls out a gun and shoots Trayvon.
Yep.
That's not justifiable homicide. He initiated the whole situation. It's the same deal with this guy right here. He initiated whatever situation that there was to initiate. He initiated.
Right.
He
That's why I keep
provoked it.
saying, how is this a fair trial? You getting one side, one aspect, whatever you want to say, of the story.
Same deal with the George Zimmerman trial. You know, Trayvon couldn't just
Could not
testify.
talk to defend him. So defenseless could not defend themselves.
Right.
So how is this even a trial? This wasted time and money.
Yeah.
Sorry. He killed a man, put him in jail. I thought that's how the book go. Kill a man, you go to jail.
Yeah.
You kill a man, you do the time.
Right.
Now we defending people and getting them off because they feel like they felt threatened, or this young man got the best of this grown man.
Right.
You know, and he's not here to defend himself because we don't know what happened.
No, nobody knows.
We just going with what this man said.
Yeah.
So it could have been a totally different story.
I agree.
But you never know because, like I said, the defense cannot defend themselves.
No, they can't because he's not
gone.
here now.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's not here now, so he can't defend himself.
Well, maybe if this is the new normal, I need to go and get that old gun license.
Oh, don't worry.
Because, you know, like if you just, it was a case on the news the other night. This lady was getting robbed. This guy was asking for her car.
Yeah.
She pulled her gun. He killed her, shot her when she was trying to pull her gun to protect herself and her car. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's like now I got to be out here in the streets watching myself, trying to defend myself, make sure I'm armed and I don't know.
Yeah.
Just stay at home. just leave just leave only if I need to. This world is becoming nuts. It's scary. Just like I said at the top of the show, I never thought that we would be at a time where, as much as I like to used to go and rip and run, I love being at home now. I used to hardly ever be at home. I don't mind being here now at all because I feel protected behind that door right there. Even though they can come through that door,
right?
But you're gonna have to fight to get in there.
Yeah.
But when I leave out that door, I'm just like on edge because you don't know what's to come, what is going to happen, where people's mindset.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden you hear all about this mental illness.
You gotta have eyes in the back of your head, right?
It's just too much. It's too much. Well, I think that was a good show, baby. Elephant in the room.
It was a really good show.
Elephant.
So.
Is a parent, but if I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. If this is the new norm,
we in trouble.
I'll just say we are in a world of trouble. From the little kids to the older people.
Everybody's in trouble, man. Nobody's safe now, especially now.
Nobody. And it's no rhyme or reason. You can't even explain why though. Why we're not safe. Our police officers are killing us. They don't want to protect us. They're trying to reform the police department. They limiting what teachers can teach, taking critical race theory. I'm tired of hearing about that.
Oh, man.
Can't teach our history in the schools anymore. What do we have? It's like they're trying to eliminate everything that we've ever done, said, did, produced, inherited everything. And I don't understand why were they trying to eliminate us? And we're the one who made who wrote this world on the back of our backs.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? What did we do?
Right.
What did we do to
Nothing. Not a damn thing. See, like I said, the Caucasian race, they're only 1/5 of the world's population. Okay, they suffer from what I call Napoleon Complex. You know how short men they get that whole. They got to make themselves feel bigger, so they start barking more than they bite. and end up trying to pick fights with people that are bigger than them just so they can prove that they're a man too. No, the Napoleon Complex.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the way it is, because they have to feel like they're superior to everyone, to make themselves feel a little bit bigger. So in other words, they gotta oppress another group in order to make themselves feel superior. Right.
Down.
Yeah, there you go. And that's why Marvin says that America needs racism, because it makes white people feel like they're bigger than everybody.
And that's all you have. That's all you can
That's
do.
That's
is
it.
depend on racism to make you feel good about yourself.
There you go.
Good.
I didn't say it made sense, but that's what it is.
Lord, like I said earlier, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's all you have to give, to offer, is racism, which is not a good thing. I don't know what part of racism is good.
Nothing.
So that's all you have to offer. You have nothing good to offer, actually. Wow. All right, so here we are.
Yeah, that's it.
Here we are.
Let's wrap this bad boy up.
All right, so we're back, people.
We're back. We got some new stuff coming up. She got her voice coming up. She
I
got
hadn't talked in so long, and my voice like, what you doing? But good to be back.
Yes, indeed, baby.
Good to have the show back.
Yes, indeed.
I love all the changes. Love the music as always. So we're back, people.
We're back, y'all. So.
And again, like I said, if any topics you guys want to discuss,
yeah, hit us up on the email. Hit us up on the email. The email is on the screen. melanatedthought@earthlink.net. If you have any show ideas, by all means, give them to us. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we do not do celebrity gossip, because I could care less about what a celebrity is doing. That doesn't bother me, unless it don't have nothing to do with black people and what we're doing and trying to make us progress and become stronger people. I don't want to hear it. So don't put no celebrity gossip in it, please, by all means. And don't put anything about relationships in there either, please. We see the shit. You can turn on any podcast and you can. That's their main topic is relationships.
But that's what the world is about these days.
I suppose, but I ain't doing that bullshit. But anyway, y'all. But that's the email address, melanatedthought@earthlink.net.
And as always, subscribe.
Hit that like button, hit the little bell icon,
so you can know when a new show is being uploaded.
Yeah.
Or about to go live.
But check this out. We were under a shadow ban for a minute because of our subject matter. So go figure. So we're doing something right.
Wow.
That's the way I see it. We're doing something right.
Putting that thought out there.
Exactly.
Make you say,
Hello.
And that's what's the purpose of this show.
Yes, indeed.
I don't think we never got a chance to say, but we made a year.
Yeah.
We made a
yes,
year.
We did.
Kudos
yes, we
you.
did,
Kudos
man.
to us.
No,
Kudos.
thank you.
Kudos
Thank you,
to
baby.
you people.
Thank you. And
for listening. The show has made a year. Very thought-provoking topics, and again, make you say,
and that's the whole point.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point. So, make people think and, helpfully educate some people, and that's what we're here for.
That's right. Well, all right, sir. You ready?
Let's go. In the meantime, I am Reggie Hope.
And I am Mimi the Lady.
And we out, y'all.
Bye.